I'm Mo of Ezeebeady. Today I'm going to show you how to make these crystal wreath earrings. They're quite dainty and, well, pretty. I've made these ones in a pale rose with white bicone, white super duos and silver lined seed beads. They're really, I think they're very spring-like. I tried one in gold and green. I don't know whether I'm over keen on these. And I've also tried, this one doesn't have a drop, so you can use them with or without the drop. And I tried one with red and white and gold. I should have used a white thread here because you can see it through these beads. And maybe when I try that one again with the whiter thread, it'll look better. Right, so for this tutorial, for these pair of earrings, you will need, if you're putting the drops on, 2 drops, 16 super duos. If you're using the drops, you need 18 4mm bicones. If you're not putting the drops on, you will only need 16. 15/0 seed beads. These are Anthracite Black by Mayuki. And 16 3mm bicones. These are AB Crystal by Swarovski. 2 ear hooks. I'm trying some clip-on ones, because I had a customer once said that she doesn't have pierced ears and she wanted clip-ons, so I bought them and I thought, well, let's give them a go. For tools, you need a size 10 or 12 beading needle threaded with a good arm span of thread. I am using KO beading thread in grey, and a pair of scissors. Right, to start with, we will alternate your 3mm with your super duos. So we'll just get 8 of each. And just alternate these. So 3mm and a super duo until you get to the end. So we've got 8 of each on there. Move these down. We don't need a long tail because we won't be using that. Tie these up into a knot. Now when you do your first knot, don't pull it too tight because we need to be in between these beads. So just fairly loose, but obviously all together. Put 3 knots in. Right, so we're coming out of the bicone, so we're going to go through the super duo, bicone and super duo, and I'm going to pull my knot down to move it into the work. You can feel it go, just pull it gently and it'll go, and then go through the bicone, super duo and the next bicone, and that moves your thread away from where your knot is. Cut your tail off. That gets it out of the way because we don't need it. So we're coming out of the bicone here, so we need 7 15/0. Skip your super duo and go through the next bicone, just the bicone. Seven 15s. Again, skip your bicone and go through the next, skip your super duo and go through the next bicone. This is why we didn't want it too tight when you did your first loop. It just makes it that little bit easier. Pull that tight. 7 15s. Skip your super duo and go through your bicone. Do this all the way around. Until you get back to the beginning. Okay, so we're on the last one, so it's 7 15s. Skip your super duo and go through the next bicone. Go through the super duo as well and the next bicone if you can. Okay, so I've gone through the 3mm bicone, super duo, and I'm coming out of the bicone. Just pull that tight. So this is what we have so far. It looks a bit of a mess, but it'll get sorted out. Right, so go up 4 of the 15s that we're right next to. So we're coming out of the middle of the 15s there. Pick up 2 15s, turn it round and go back through the super duo that you're against. You're going through the top hole. Pick up 2 15s and you're going to go back through the middle 15 of the loop that we created earlier, the one that we were just coming out of. Back down 2 15s and then through the super duo that we're right next to. Okay, so we've attached your loop to your super duo there. Now we want a 4mm bicone and go through the next super duo top hole. Pick up 2 15s and go through the middle bead of your 7 on the loop. So we're coming out this side, so we're going round and into the middle that way. Pick up 2 15s and back through the super duo. Go around these again, so back through 2 15s and if you can the middle one, back up the 2 15s and then back through the super duo. So we've just strengthened that a little bit and tightened it up as well. Pick up a 4mm and go through your next super duo top hole. Pick up 2 15s and through the middle of your loop here, the middle bead, two 15s and go back through your top hole of your super duo, so you're coming out in the same direction you started. And we're going to go around these beads again. So we're back through the super duo. So we've strengthened it and tightened it. So we're picking up a 4mm again and through the next top hole of your super duo. So it's again 2 15s and through your top middle hole, middle bead of the 15 on the loop. Two 15s and then back through your super duo. Go around these again. And so we're coming back out through the super duo again. Right, so we've added all of our loops to the super duos. So I'm just going around this one the last time. So this time we're going through the super duo and we're adding the last 4mm bicone. We're going to go just through the super duo, because if you remember when we started we didn't go around this first set of embellishments, so we're going to go through it now. And then back through your super duo. And we're also going to go right round these a couple of times to give it some strength and make sure it's not too flimsy. So I'm just going to head round. It helps if you count where you go in, so that's 1. Eight, and I'll just go through one more. Just make sure that's tight. Pulling in the direction of your circle, and it'll pull it nice and tight, and it's strengthened it up a little bit as well. So that's your basic wreath. I'm going to show you now how to add the drop. Okay, and we're coming out of a 4mm, and that's where we need to be. So pick up 4 15mm. I'll get it right. 4 15/0 seed beads, a 4mm bicone, and 4 15/0 seed beads. Pick up your drop. Actually, I'm going to put 5 on there because that looks like it's quite long there, because we want it to dangle nicely. So the last lot I'm going to add 5. So pick up your drop. And this time we do want 4 15s. And I'm going to go through. I'm going to skip 4 of the 15s, go through the 15 that is right next to your bicone there, go through your bicone and the next 15. So I've gone through the 15, the bicone and the next 15. If you just hold your crystal and pull that, it'll tighten it up. Now we don't want it over tight because we do want a bit of movement if possible. So we need 3 15s. And we originally came out of this bicone here, so we're going into the next bicone. We're skipping that super duo, going into the next bicone. We will go through this again in a minute because we do need to strengthen it a bit, but we're going to make our way up to the opposite super duo up here. So we're going to go around these again now. So through the super duo, and your bicone. It does get a bit tight now because remember we've tightened it all up. So one at a time if necessary. Pliers might be handy with this project actually, just to give you a bit of leverage. So we need to be coming out of this bicone here. Your drop's here, so we need to be at the opposite end coming out of that bicone. So we need 7 15/0 seed beads, I'm just checking to see if I can open my loop on my earring, because if not I need to go through my earring first. And I can't. Well, I can, so I might as well just go through that, it'll be easier. Alright, so I'm going to pick up just 4 15s. Make sure you have it all orientated the correct way, and I'm going to go through my earring loop, which is going to be that way. And pick up the rest of your 15s again. I'm picking up another 4. So I've got 7 15s altogether. And then we're going to skip this super duo. We're coming out of this crystal, so we're going to skip the super duo and go through the next one. You could always use a thread guardian on here if you've got the correct colours, which if I thought I had, I have, but never mind, I've done it this way now. So then we need to make our way back down to this again, so we can go through your drop just to give that a little bit of strength. Pull that tight so that pulls that nice and tight for you. So I'm coming out of the bicone right next to my dangle, and I'm just going to go around my dangle again, around the same route that I took last time. Remember, I've come in this direction, so when I can come back up this one I know where I'm going. So down the 4 15s, the bicone and the 15. It doesn't matter which way round you go on here. Swings and roundabouts. You don't want to be pulling this bit too tight because we do want movement. And now I'm just making my way back up. Like I said, remembering which direction he came out of, I came this way, so I need to go that way. I'm going through the bicone. Okay, I do have movement still in there, so I'm going to put in a knot now. So just pick up your thread there, I wrap it round, and then pull it tight. And that'll stop that from tightening up. So really all I'm doing now is I'm going to just knot off because we're finished. So I'm going to go through the super duo. Put on another knot. Put as many knots in as you're happy with. Pull your knot into your bead. And then just move your thread away from your last knot before you cut it off. Oh, we do need to go through this, don't cut your thread off yet, go around this again. Nearly forgot about that one. So go around your bail again just to give it a little bit of strength. put some more knots in there now. We do want that bit tight. So pick up your thread and tie a knot in there. And then I'll put one more knot in. If you pull your knot slowly, you can see where it's going. And then just move your thread away from your last knot. This time I know we're done. It's actually gone all the way down there and come out down there. That'll do nicely. We'll just cut it off down there. So cut your thread. And that's it. One earring done. I actually quite like that. Okay, thank you very much. I'm Mo Neeson and you have been watching Ezeebeady. You can find me on Facebook, just search for Ezeebeady, and please like. Thank you very much. See you next time.